Hello there, boomers, zoomers, and doomers. Welcome to today's Horizon podcast. I am your host, ReallyRed, and today's reading will be about continuing chapter 4. Um, just come on, you're the only one in in listening right now. So why do I need to? So, anyways, if you haven't um like checked out yesterday we did a a live stream of me reading this book called Middle School Save Rafe. Today we're going to be reading chapter 4. I'm just going to like tell you like a little summary of what happened. So basically, um, Rafe is basically a normal kid living a normal life. Um, Basically trying to live his life, but he can't do that. He he can't do that, sadly, since he's a nerd and he doesn't know how to like live a normal life. So now we're in chapter 4, of which is tagged as top 10 the best of the worst. Before chapter 4, there's an image of him saying no. So now we're going to be reading it. Hope you guys enjoying so far. So first paragraph. Hey Charles, what's up, man? How you doing, Vince? Doing great. Cool. You're the only one listening right now, I believe. So I'm going to have to refresh my laptop. So chapter 4, top 10, the best of the worst. Maybe you think I was overreacting, or being crazy, or both. But that just tells you never read my first book. Because if you did, then you'd know that the worst years of my life all started right there at bad old Hills Village Middle School. You might remember the crazy amount of rules that place had. You might also remember my plan to break all of them. After a bit, I sort of got kicked out. Then, then, hey Dad, how you doing? How you doing, Dad? You like my new podcast? Oh, by the way, guys, this will be there. I'll have to put like a little sponsor plug-in. This today's podcast is sponsored by Horizon Podcast. Yay! I have a what was it again? I believe it was like a group page. I believe so. Hi, Dad. How you doing? Um, I believe it's called a page, like a group page, where now you guys can join in. You just search Horizon Podcast exactly as you see in the title. Um, you can search that up now. The image shows like an arc, a half circle with the word Horizon around it, you know, showing it's the horizon. Um, but anyways, um, nothing much is going on. I'm still at the first page of like chapter 4. So yeah, nothing much is going on. Let's continue on, shall we? I had a million reasons why I didn't want to go back to that place, but I won't want to bore you with all of them. Just the top 10. So here you go. Now we're going to the other page. My top 10 reasons why I repeat, not want to go back to Hills Village Middle School. Note all new pictures, nothing borrowed or stolen from past books. Um, and then it's just basically like a quirky look of like like basically the entire thing I said is just basically quirky with random fonts here and there. What else? Oh, number 10. Not all middle schools are created equal. If I had to be in middle school, at least our book was going to help me turn into a real artist. The last time I was at HVMS, or Hills Village Middle School, um, it helped turn me into a real criminal and a big time disappointment to my mom. That's really sad. And then number 9, it says Vice Principal Ida P. Stryker. Mrs. Stryker is in charge of discipline, misery, and suffering at Hills Village Middle School. And let's just say that she's very good at her job. And then there's an image showing, like, hey mom, how you doing? You like my new podcast? By the way, I have a new group page where you can now search for. It's called Horizon Podcast. Um, I'm not sure if you could post edit yet because it just like it's just like recently made. So I'm not sure if you could like post anything yet, but I really do hope you can post anything. You could like there you could probably like tell me what to like react, especially like I could also like probably read some more books, especially the ones that you have gave me. So here we are now reading um this book, middle school. It's yeah. We're at page 16, number 8, Jean Galida. If there's still anyone listening to this, if you don't remember Jean Galida, this is the main character's crush in the book, of which he accidentally like crashed his bike into a pit of like raw concrete or something. Okay, don't get me wrong. At this point, I was pretty much in love with Jean. But if you've ever been in love and happen to be as completely lame as me, then you know that the only thing worse than never seeing that person is seeing them all the time. When you have all kinds of chances to make yourself look about as smooth as a bowl of gravel. Um, and then there's an image showing our main character, Rafe, um, like greeting to this Jean character. And then Jean, surrounded with her friends, um, surrounded with her best friends, and then her best friends saying, like, thinking, loser, mega loser, super loser, Since, our main character, our supposed to be sympathetic character, is, a loser. So, there's that. Number 7, math, dot, 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 science, dot, 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 English, social studies. Do I even need to explain this one? Classes haven't exactly been my strong suit. And then there's an image showing a old man, or like probably on his like 30s or something, 40s probably. Um, he's incredibly tall. He looks like the Slender Man with a face. But this is on podcast format, so you won't be able to see it. But trust me, it looks weird. And then on the next page, number 6, rules, 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 rules. Hills Village Middle School has more rules than anywhere I've been. I think Mrs. Stryker has something to do with that. When I was at HVMS, or Hills Village Middle School before, I broke a couple. Like maybe 86 of them. He was talking about the rules. Yeah, he was talking about the rules. He broke 86 rules. Wow. For a loser, that's kind of an achievement there, man. And ended up getting expelled. What happens if you get expelled? Let's go search that up. All right, let's see. You guys enjoying so far? I sure do. Let's see. Let's see how these people react. Oh, well, I mean, there's not really an exact reason what happens when you get expelled. Wait, there's this one. Oh, it says here if they are expelled during the school year before they were planned to move up a school, such as the last year of middle school before high school. What? Yeah, let's go enter this website because I'm interested. I want to know what happens if you get expelled. Let's see. Let's see. Hmm. Can't really find like a, I can't really find any really. I can't find what happens if you get expelled. So let's just continue, shall we? Is there people still listening? Oh, my computer's nearly has nearly crashed. Let's see if there are still people. Also, by the way, past shout out to Amir. He wants to have a shout out, but I don't remember giving him a shout out. So yeah. So let's continue, shall we? At page 19, number 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Miller the Killer. Let's put it this way. The last time I came face to face with Miller, there was blood involved. If you if you're following the story so far, you can probably guess it wasn't his. Oh, so well then this guy was bullied before. Obviously, since in the story, he's perceived as a loser. It's really sad, really. Kill you later, alligator, says Miller the Killer. And then it shows his fist with like numbers engraved on it, like I believe on his knuckles, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's set, and then there's like arrows pointing towards it. The poker, Crushzilla, ring, your neck, finger, SBD, small but deadly, and then thumb, apocalypse. I must say, you might not be able to see it right now, but whoa, this dude's nails look incredibly jagged. It's incredibly detailed. It's disgusting. Wow. Okay, let's go to the next page. Oh, we're in chapter 5 now. Is anybody still listening? Just comment down below if you are still listening. If so, then that's great. Um, Chapter 5, Beware of the Bacon. Here's the deal in my house. When there's pancakes for breakfast, it means mom doesn't have to work that morning and she has more time for cooking. When there's bacon, it means mom had some extra good tips at the diner that week before we can't afford stuff like that all the time. But when there's pancakes with blueberries and bacon, that's when you have to watch out. Usually it means there's some bad news coming for dessert. Oh, and then like there's an image underneath showing like what's going on. Let's see how the comments has been going on. Is anybody still listening? Like there's an image underneath showing like what's. Wow, that's some crazy delay. You know what? Never mind. Let's go back. And then like there's an image showing like pancakes being stacked, like quite efficiently as well. Like it looks like a game of what was it again? Jenga? Was it Jenga? I believe it was Jenga. Um, what what else? Um, Mom was flipping pancakes when I came into the kitchen. Grandma Dottie and Georgia were already there, sitting at the table and demolishing a couple of short stacks. Good morning, Rafe, Grandma said, ready for an absolutely terrible day. Dottie's an awesome grandma, but you kind of have to get used to her. Like, just because you shouldn't say something doesn't mean she won't say it. Here you go, sweetie, Mom said, sliding a plate in front of me, fresh off the griddle. What's a griddle? Let's go search what a griddle is. Oh, we're doing left click. Griddle. What is a griddle? A griddle means a heavy flat iron plate that is heated and used for cooking food. Griddle cakes. Oh, it's basically like a special looking pan or something. Let's go check if there's like noise in the background. I'm pretty much sure there's going to be delay. Special looking pan or something. Oh, that's not that bad. Let's go check if there's like noise. Who's viewing this? I'm pretty much sure there's going to be delay. Alright, what else? Where were we? We're at Griddle, right? Yeah, we're at Griddle. Thanks, Mom, Rafe said. George already gave me the bad news about Airbook, and about me going back to Hills Village, too. Yes, well, that's what the pancakes are for, Mom said. Kind of a consolation. I'm sorry, Rafe. I know how much you wanted to go to Airbook instead. Georgia piped up then, while passing Grandma Dottie some more bacon. So then, what are the blueberries for? She said. What else is wrong? So I guess she figured it out. Well, Mom said, I was going to wait until. What? I was going to wait until after breakfast, but Rafe and I have a meeting at the middle school this morning. We do, Rafe said. I got an email from the principal's office saying we need to come in and discuss a few things, Mom told me. You might think that part would make me lose my appetite, but it didn't. I mean, come on, it was blueberry pancakes. I thought, I figured I might as well have an awesome breakfast first and then go back to my absolutely terrible day. Because whenever some adult says that they want to discuss something with a kid, you can't bet your last piece of bacon it's not going to turn out great for the kid. In the meantime, I didn't complain or give Mom a hard time. Why would I? She was barely done being mad at me about getting kicked out of Camp Wanamora when she and Grandma came to pick me up that day. I think she was about ready to drop me off at the trade-in center for uh what? For where was I? I lost it. Oh no, I lost it. Um to drop me off at the trade-in center for a new son. Instead, Mom gave me the silent treatment for a while, and then yelled some. And then, worst of all, cried some too. If you know me, then you know there's nothing I hate more than seeing my mom cry. Oh, what's this? And there's an image showing a vehicle. I believe it's a van. A minivan? Yeah. One, and then like there's this weird ATM looking thing, and it says one kid at a time. All exchanges are final. Have a nice day. Not you, kid. I'm talking to your mom. Please pull up to receive your replacement. That's dark. That's very dark. For ooh, for a book, this is really dark. Well, I mean, there's much more darker books in like out there in the world, but I didn't I didn't expect a book like this becoming dark. The point is, even I didn't like how things were going now. It was my fault. It was my own fault. I even felt sorry for mom having to deal with me all the time. I mean, if I had a kid just like me, well, actually, that might be kind of awesome. But still, I felt bad for mom. She deserved way better. So I decided right then that I was going to do whatever I could to make this next part go right. Well, at least he now has a like values to follow at least. Mostly what's going on in the story is that he doesn't really want to go to school and is currently whining about stuff. Sounds very familiar. I don't know who. Hills Village Middle School. Here I come. Like it or not. That is very brave. Very, very brave. Chapter 6. We're in chapter 6 now, fellas. Is there any people still listening? Wait, let me put my laptop on mute. And let's go to full and see if there's anyone listening. I don't think so. Really? Hey sis, how you doing? Welcome to the Horizon Podcast. I have a group page already working. It's called Horizon Podcast. I think that would be useful. I'm not sure if you could post anything still, but I like to think that you can post it there. If there's like other like things, other versions of Horizon Podcast, I'm pretty much sure no one has thought of putting the name podcast out on their group page, but yeah. Chapter 6. Look who's here. Walking into a school in August is like onto a ghost ship. You feel like you shouldn't be there, and you're never sure who or what you might run into. It was especially weird coming into Hills Village Middle School. Nobody had to remind me where the principal's office was either. I could practically see my old footprints wearing a path to Principal Dwight's door. Oopsie daisy. When Mom and I got to the admin center, the front part was empty, but the principal's door was open. I figured Mr. Dwight, is it Dwight? Was back there sitting at his desk and waiting to yell at me about whatever I was there to get yelled at about. Except it turned out I was wrong. Mr. Dwight wasn't at his desk. Ida P. Striker was. Hello, Rafe, with a dramatic pause in between. She said. Wait a second. I got a notification. What's this? Did you and Mr. Dwight switch offices? I asked, hoping like crazy for a yes. Uh, or was I? Oh, I lost it. Oh, no, she said. Mr. Dwight is no longer with us. He died, Mom said. That's awful. That's really dark. Actually, he won the jackpot on a Bucks for Life scratch off ticket, Stryker said. I think he's in the Bahamas right now. Oh, lucky boy. Oh, Mom said. How nice of him. How nice for him. I suppose, said Mrs. Stryker. I like she'd just bit down on the sourest puppy in the whole patch. I never thought I'd be jealous of Mr. Dwight in a million years, but I sure was now. And then there's an there's an image of Mr. Dwight like sitting on a like a, like like a pool of cash like wrapped in this like how do I describe this? A bag of cash, basically a bag of cash. He's like laying down on a bag of cash, and then like there's a it's basically like those cliche like Idaho looking like street billboards thing, like but instead like welcome to Idaho. It says see you never suckers. That's great. Oh, there's three people now listening. Well then, hello there. Welcome to Horizon Podcast. You know, blah blah blah. Don't need to remind anybody. Um, and what's this? Oh, oh. Ah. Oh well then, hello there. Um, hello there, Ate Mikey. How are you doing? Welcome to the Horizon Podcast, I guess. Oh wait, I already said that. Come on, come on, I already said that. Oh well then, hello there, Ate Notch. How are you doing? Welcome to the Horizon Podcast. Oh come on, I can't stop repeating myself. Anyways, hello there. Welcome. Thanks for listening. Today we're just like episode 1, Books for Days. Um, and how are you, Mrs. Stryker? Mom asked. It's Principal Stryker now, she said, and I'd like to get right to business. Ooh, sounds very serious. She picked up her phone and pressed a button. Charlotte. What? Oh, I thought I got a notification or something. Charlotte, would you come in here, please? And bring Rafe. What? What is this name? Kachadorians. Oh, that's a weird name. Yeah, what's Kachadorian? It's like the Kardashians all over again. Old file. I could tell that even Mom was getting a little ticked off by now. What is this about, exactly? She asked. I'm going to let our new vice principal explain the details, Stryker said. But to be clear, we're not here to discuss when Rafe will be returning. We're here to discuss whether or not he'll be returning at all. Excuse me, Mom said. You know what? Let's give some accents to these characters because I feel like they're all dull. So I'm going to give like Rafe's mom a Karen voice because why not? Excuse me. Oh wow, that's absolutely stupid. I felt like someone had just popped open my skull and thrown a firecracker in there. Um, Stryker sat back in her chair. She might even have smiled, but with her, it's hard to tell. Let's just say that old Ida liked me about as much as I liked her. About you're required to enroll, Rafe. This is a public school. Mom said. Yes. Oh, what? Oh, well then. Like, Ira. Well then, hello, listeners. Um, yeah, I'm currently looking at all the people that are like listening to me right now. Some of these people are familiar faces. Yeah. So anyway, anyways, how are you guys doing? I am starting my own podcast. If you're all are wondering, I have a group page. Where was I? Oh, I'm lost. I'm gone. Oh, I don't know where I am. Why? Oh, wait, I found it. Yes, Stryker said. A public school from which Rafe was expelled not too long ago. That expulsion still stands, unless Rafe proves that he can abide by the rules. I can't believe this. I can't believe this, Mom said. There's nowhere else for him to go. Since when did Rafe's mom suddenly have like an old man voice or a weird hipster voice? There must be something that we can do. There is, Stryker said. Just then, a lady I'd never seen before walked into the office. She had a smile that was about as big and friendly as Mrs. Stryker's. It looked like this, and it just showed, you know, a dash. Like I'm not kidding. It's just a dash. Like it's just a line. Come on, is that it? I swear to God, this book is slowly making me lose my brain cells. Come on. By the way, guys, we're on page 27. If you're wondering what book this is called Middle School Save Rafe. I believe this is book 6 of a series of which I don't remember the name. If it's middle school, then I am absolutely dumb. So yeah, there you have it. By the way, we're now in page 28. We're now going at chapter 7. After chapter 7, we're going to be finishing this book, and now we're just going to be talking about what you guys want to do for like the next episode of Horizon Podcast. This is just a work in progress. There was supposed to be a co-host in here. I won't probably be allowed to say his actual name, but I will give him the nickname Haldo Higgins. There, he's supposed to be my co-host for Horizon Podcast, but sadly, we cannot do. Well, I mean, I could technically ask him if we could probably do a podcast, or like him being co-host or something, or at least I need someone to interact with in these podcasts, but you know, with this weird pandemic going on. Yeah. Go. I'm not gonna say. I'm going to be posting this on YouTube as well, so I'm not allowed to say the word. I'm probably going to be calling it the CV. There we go. CV. Yeah, you probably know what CV stands for. You must be Rafe and Mrs. Kachadorian, she said. This is the woman that has the smile of a dash, by the way. This is earlier. Yes. I can't stop laughing doing that accent, but I gotta do it. You need to differentiate between mom and not mom. Because why not? Mom said, sounding more annoyed by the second. And you are. When the lady reached over and shook Mom's hand, I'm pretty sure I heard some knuckles crunching. I'm pretty much sure what that sounds like. It sounds like this. If you heard that, then congratulations. Cool. That's epic. Oh. Well, then this character's name is now exposed. The character's name is Vice Principal Charlotte P. Stonecase. These names are getting weirder and weirder any second, and I think I'm losing my head for for this. Oh, we're up to 5 listeners now. Well then, hello guys. How you guys doing? Um, Chapter 7. Get with the program. Let's see how long Chapter 7 is. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh well, then it's not too bad. 3 pages is not too bad. Chapter 7. Get with the program. When I heard that name Stonecase, I knew right away who she was. This lady was a legend. You teach at Airbook, don't you? I said, wrong. She said, I used to teach at Airbook. Oh, right. I said, Airbook Arts Community School was gone. Gone. That Oh my brain. Oh my brain. That felt weird. Let's like rephrase that. I said. Oh right. I said. Airbook Arts Community School was gone. Duh. That was what I was doing there. Um, I'd never met Mrs. Stonecase before, but at Airbook, they called her the Terror from Room 666, basically devil number. She had a killer reputation and kept a real human skull in a jar on her desk. Supposedly, supposedly. I'm, yeah. that's 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 a that's weird. Um, Mrs. Stryker says you have some idea about how Rafe can be re-enrolled. Oh wow. Mom asked Mrs. Stonecase. Oh wow. I thought Mrs. Stonecase was a young woman, but no, she looks like she was about on her like at her end times. What is this? What? Ew. If I was live streaming right now, I would show you this, but it's disgusting, so I would not. Um, what is this? What is this? What's what's this? What? What? Oh, hello. Well then we have a new listener. Welcome. By the way, just got randomly out of the blue got sent a random Facebook URL. I'm really tempted to see what this is, but I kind of don't want to. I'm not sure. Plus, it's on my phone. That might. I'm not sure if that will end the podcast there. That would be like a complete anticlimax. Oh. Oh, it's a video. Okay. Never mind then. It's just a video. Um. What I have is an opportunity for Rafe, she said. The rest will be up to him. Um. She handed mom some kind of brochure. What? How do I say? Wait, I'm going to search. Brochure. I've literally had a project about this thing like a few months ago, and I've already completely forgot what like how to pronounce it. Is it brochure? The program. Mom said or asked, looking at the cover. What is this? A highly effective 1 week intensive program for behavioral. Okay, let's. I'm trying to sound smart, but I'm failing. A highly effective 1 week intensive program for behaviorally. A highly effective 1 week intensive program for um behaviorally challenged students. There. Mrs. Stonecase looked at me like I needed to be scraped off the bottom of her shoe. That's oddly specific. That should go to r/oddly specific. In other words, this was something of this was oh come on, I can't speak English. In other words, this was something for screw ups like me. I could only see a little of that brochure. But on the cover, it looked like people were doing outdoor stuff, like hiking and rafting. Is it a camp? I asked. Mrs. Stryker and Mrs. Stonecase laughed. That didn't seem like a good sign. So you're saying that if Rafe participates in the program, he'll be readmitted at the beginning of the school year? Mom said, using her trying to be patient voice. Wrong. Mrs. Stonecase told her. We're saying that if Rafi participates and if he completes the program, Stryker said, then we'll consider re-enrolling him. Like the if though. The if. It's on italics. Wow. It's in italics. That's gotta be real. Seriously, these two were starting to creep me out, but that didn't even matter. I already knew that I had to do this thing no matter what. Not for my own sake, for Mom's. She deserved the best, and since I couldn't give her that, I'd have to give her my best, whatever it took. There, that is. Oh, never mind. We're not done with the book. Oh well, I mean we're technically not done with the book. We still have like very, like a we have a very chunky portion of pages left to go through. But that will probably either be on the next episode of Horizon Podcast or probably the next episode. So stay tuned for that. And if you haven't already, I have said this nearly 6 times during this single episode. Let me just repeat myself again. I have made a brand new page. It's called the Horizon Podcast. There you could probably give me some ideas of what to talk about or what to talk about, what to react about, or probably give some advice or something. I don't know. You just ask me for what type of content you wanna see. But it better be sure be podcast related, since I can't do it if it's live broadcast related, since that's really hard to do. Anyway, let's continue on with the book. I'll do it, I said. And I won't mess it up. That's a promise. Alright, Rafe, Mom said, looking at me like she was mad, sad, and proud, all at the same time. How does that face work? I think... you know what? Let's not overthink this. I have a tendency to overthink. I have to talk with Mrs. Stonecase and Mrs. Stryker a little more about this. Why don't you wait outside? She handed me the brochure, and that's when I got my first real look at what I had signed up for. The kids in the pamphlet weren't hiking; they were marching through the mud, and they weren't exactly rafting either. It looked to me like they were just trying not to drown. There was also some writing at the very bottom that I hadn't seen before. It said in bold-faced letters, "The hardest week of your life is about to begin." And then there's an image of this pamphlet or whatever. Well, I mean, it looks like a decent pamphlet at least, or a brochure. As far as I could tell, that's pretty much said it all. I couldn't imagine what could be in store for me at the program. I was kind of used to being a loser, sure, yeah, but I might need a miracle or two to make it through this time. It was time for a little art therapy, and then that's probably the end of that's the end of chapter 7. That's basically we're done from chapter 4 to 7. What? We're done at chapter 4 to 7. Oh, right, because chapter 6 is short. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember now. Or not, might be chapter 6 that's short. Probably could be 7. But so anyways, hope you guys enjoyed listening to this podcast. My name is ReallyRed, and see you, boomers, zoomers, and doomers, in the next Horizon podcast. By the way, have a page. Go search it up. Horizon Podcast. Go ahead. Horizon is like all caps, and then podcast is like proper proper wording or something like that. So anyways, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.